President Trump is now asking his friend Elon Musk and SpaceX to expedite the return of those two astronauts who have been in space for 8 months. Trump saying in a Truth Social post that Butch Wilmore and Sonny Williams were virtually abandoned by the Biden administration. The president writing, "I have just asked Elon Musk and SpaceX to go get the two brave astronauts who have been virtually abandoned in space by the Biden administration. They have been waiting for many months on the space station. Elon will soon be on his way. Hopefully all will be safe. Good luck, Elon." Musk confirmed that he would act on the president's request, though NASA already had plans to return them home in March or April aboard a SpaceX capsule. The agency affirming the astronauts are well supplied and that they are not stranded. Joining us now, Dr. Leroy Chiao, former NASA astronaut and International Space Station commander. Good morning to you. Elon to the rescue. I mean, it sounds like a good idea, but is this too many cooks in the kitchen logistically?
Well, the situation on board is stable, as you reported. Butch and Sonny, of course, spending many more months on board than they were expecting. The original flight test profile was 7 to 10 days. Of course, to kind of recap, when the Starliner had its issues, it was decided properly, I believe, that the risk should not be taken to return them on that vehicle. And so what happened is they got basically put onto the Crew 9, the next crew to come up, which launched in September. 2 members were taken off, and so it launched with Nick Hague and Sasha Gorbunov on board. And so what they could do, they could all come down early, because your ship is your lifeboat. Okay, so the craft that went up there, of course, didn't take them up there, but it was set up to accommodate them in the event that there was an emergency and they need to come back early. Or they can wait until the next crew, Crew 10, launches and arrives at the end of March. So we could bring them down a couple months early. That would disrupt the workflow on board the station, but would not pose any kind of safety risk. That would leave 3 on board, 2 Russians and an American, Don Pettit. And so the operations on the American segment would be, limited, because now you're going from 4 Americans down to 1, but could be done if necessary.
As you mentioned, they were only supposed to be there for a little over a week, and now it's been, month after month after month. Did Butch and Sonny get any say in this? Do they get to say, hey, we'd like to hitch a ride home earlier?
Well, of course, I'm sure it very much disrupted their personal plans and maybe even professional plans for the future by getting, stuck up there. But, they're professionals, and astronauts like to be in space. They've both flown long duration missions before, so this is nothing new to them, except for the unexpected part of having being asked to stay. But, they stepped up, just like we are all trained to do, to step up and adjust to the situation, whatever it is, and they've done that marvelously. And so if they're being ordered to come home early, I'm sure they probably wouldn't be disappointed. But of course, being professionals, they would like to stay and finish the job and minimize the disruption to the experiments and other research going on.
If it came to it and SpaceX did intervene, how logistically would that work?
Well, that's the thing. I'm not sure there's much SpaceX can do, because the Crew 10 launch was delayed about an extra month, so that the NASA and SpaceX could finish some final testing. It's a brand new spacecraft, a brand new capsule that the Crew 10 will launch aboard. And once they arrive, then the normal rotation is they stay together for about a week or so, and then the Crew 9 would come back in their own spacecraft. So we're not building a new spaceship here. The Crew 9 has their vehicle up there. They can come down at any time if needed, but I don't know that we could really accelerate Crew 10's mission, because they're going through final testing on a new vehicle.
Right, that's not something that you want to rush, but it's definitely a talker, and we wish those astronauts a safe return when it happens. Dr. Chiao, thank you as always. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider, and don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.